My tax return yesterday and the whole fucking thing is gone today. The whole thing is gone today. There's nothing left. And I'm a single mom with 2 kids.
Let me tell you how that tax money that I got back was spent before I even got it. As soon as the IRS told me, or H&R Block told me how much I was getting, I already started divvying that money.
I don't know about y'all, but me, when my 2 goddamn dependents I had on my taxes, I blew them records quick.
I got my taxes today and they're basically already gone. My rent is $16.20 and I paid 2 months of rent, and then I paid my phone bill. My phone bill is $280, and then so I paid my phone bill, and then
we got our tax refund. Yes, it was deposited, and here's everything we did with it as a family who is tired of living paycheck to paycheck and wants to breathe a little bit.
So you guys know we are in tax season, right? And some people spend their taxes before they even got it. And I don't blame them. Times are hard. The economy is so hard. Once you know how much money you're going to get back from your taxes, as long as you're not owing the IRS, Uncle Sam is not about to dip his hands into your pocket and you're actually getting something back. You go ahead and you budget what you're going to do with the money, what rent you're going to pay, what debt you're going to create, like whatever it is that you are going to do. I have been watching a lot of those videos on TikTok of people coming online to share how they spend their tax money, even before they got the money. You know what I mean? So I'm just going to show you a few videos.
Let me tell you how that tax money that I got back was spent before I even got it. As soon as the IRS told me, or H&R Block told me how much I was getting, I already started divvying that money up. Like, okay, so this amount is going to go into savings for my daughter's camp. This one is going to go ahead and pay this bill. Like, I don't play that. I don't play. That money gets spent immediately. And the good thing is that I received my taxes within a week. Well, my federal taxes I received in a week. My state taxes took a minute to come through. But again, when that money came in, assigned a job, okay? Assigned a job. It just is what it is. Things were so tight this year, I didn't even get me a dag on seafood boil. Yo, normally any other year I'm like, look, I start eating real good, but it's like, no, being serious, I did put a little bit of money aside because my sister, she's having a birthday trip in July, so that was the small amount that I allotted for myself. Everything else kind of went to a fund for like my daughter, anticipating camp, trying to rebuild my emergency fund, and paying off a credit card. That way I didn't have to use the money from my check to pay it off. But yeah, the money is spent. It's gone. Okay? And it's February not even over yet.
I don't know about y'all, but me, when my 2 goddamn dependents I had on my taxes, I blew them records quick. Baby, I got TVs, clothes, shoes. But of course, I paid my rent up for 4 months. I paid my lights up. Paid my car note up for a few months. Bitch, I balled out. My son got every pair of Jordan, every goddamn Nike Jordan outfit. I got every pair of Jordan. Bitch, I got $300 braids. I got flat screens all through my house, bitch. I blew it. Young hoe approved, bitch. I blew that whole 10 bands. Bitch, I ain't got a penny left. But guess what, bitch? I got a job. I did not quit my job, bitch. A bitch still got checks coming in. Really don't gotta work, but yeah. Y'all approve it or not?
I got my taxes today and they're basically already gone. My rent is $16.20 and I paid 2 months of rent, and then I paid my phone bill. My phone bill is $280, and then so I paid my phone bill, and then I paid off the 3 phones on it, and then I paid my power bill. I paid my gym membership, which is where I just came from. That's why I'm so sweaty. I put money aside for both my kids' birthdays because I have one birthday in March and one in May. I put money aside for both of them clothes for spring and summer. I bought groceries, and then I put a little bit in savings, and then I put a little bit in both my kids' savings account. And that's pretty much the whole tax return. Ever since I had kids, though, this is literally how I always spend my tax return. I always try to pay my rent up. I always try to pay my bills up and buy clothes the next size up for the next season. That way I can be caught up throughout the year. That way throughout the year I'm not like falling behind, not struggling. Last year I didn't get a tax return, and then the year before that I had to use my tax return for moving. So this is the first year in a few years I've got to actually use it to like just catch up, just breathe. So I'm really excited about that because it definitely gives me a little chance to breathe and not feel like I'm falling behind or struggling all year.
Okay, so I'm nosy as, and I'm sure y'all nosy just as well. And I've been seeing everybody on TikTok like what I'm spending my taxes on this year. So I'm gonna let y'all in my business and let y'all know what I'm spending my taxes on. Okay, so number one, my car payment. Me and my friend was talking about this the other day, and she said to have a car payment is normal. Not for me. I do not like having a car payment. Having a car payment is ghetto as hell. Putting a significant amount of money on my car payment. Okay, number two is like my thank you category. So I gave my mama, my daddy, my sister, and my grandma all $100, just saying thank you for all the help that you have provided me throughout the year with my child. Secondly, I gave my daughter $200 just because I did get some money back, obviously because of her. And she's in her money era right now, so she loves going to the store and being able to buy whatever she wants. My savings category, I have $600 that I put in my car maintenance. That's for like oil change, tires, you know, hopefully that's the only thing that goes wrong with the car. But y'all know, have y'all heard that saying? It's just like every time you have a little bit of extra money, boom, something's wrong with your car. Next is my daughter's birthday trip. I always take her on a birthday trip for her birthday, so I put $500 in that because I only needed $500 more dollars, so I had saved majority of it. And then for my birthday, I am putting money back. I know it's like, girl, why are you putting money back for your birthday? I never celebrate my birthday. I haven't celebrated my birthday in 3 years. Just do what other people want to do for my birthday, and I just roll with the punches. But this year, I really want to celebrate my birthday. Editing me here, I forgot to mention that I did put money in my daughter's Robinhood account. If you have kids, I think it's beneficial for you to look into a Robinhood account. And I didn't put money in my high yield savings account or like an emergency fund because I am putting so much money in my car payment. So yeah, so I'll just continue to save for those two throughout the year. So yeah. Okay, my other category, I have a mattress. I really need a new mattress, pillows, sheets, comforter. So yeah. And my last thing that I'm using my taxes on is a huge grocery haul / necessity haul. So I'm going to buy meats and canned foods and condiments, paper towels, Tylenol, Tide, deodorant, etc. So yeah, that is what I'm using my taxes on this year. Comment down below and let me if you get a taxes back, and if so, what y'all using y'all taxes on. So yeah,
we got our tax refund. Yes, it was deposited, and here's everything we did with it as a family who is tired of living paycheck to paycheck and wants to breathe a little bit, and who wants to start a savings account. So for starters, we paid off my vehicle. I have a Jeep Renegade, and we owed $2,800 on it. Paid. Proof. We paid all of my Affirm off, which was because I'm saving interest by paying it all now. Instead of $900 some dollars, I only paid $816 and some change. Proof. My husband, I don't have proof of his, but I did watch him physically pay all of his off this morning, which was another like $830. And he also got on and made the payments to pay off the loan we had to take out the beginning of last year, which we owed $3,500 left on that, which brought us into $79.55, which left us roughly $160 left over, which I did kind of split. So like my husband got some spending money, I got some spending money, and then there were some extra things that I needed to get. But paying all of that off has now freed up about $700 a month that we will be able to allocate towards other things. And the only other debt we have is our 2 credit lines through our bank and my husband's care credit card, which we used for his tooth extraction and my dog. So here's to living a little bit more comfortably and being able to breathe and not stress finances every single second of my life. Thank you, income tax.
Tax return yesterday, and the whole fucking thing is gone today. The whole thing is gone today. There's nothing left. And I'm a single mom with 2 kids, so you already know I got some bread. And it's gone. So this is a sign to pay your debts. Pay your debts. Because if you don't pay them now, you're going to have to pay the piper later. You're going to have to pay it whenever you get the bag. And here's the thing. I'm glad that I got the money this way and I just paid it with them. Because that was stressful knowing. Like my phone ringing all the time. All these unknown fucking numbers calling. You already know. You already said don't let any unknown numbers even let the phone ring. Because that shit would ring 6 times a day. But I paid off 6 collection accounts. I brought my credit cards down. So the utilization on the credit cards are each at 75%. They should be under 30%, but they're at 75%. I got $1,500 set aside in savings for the new apartment. And I still, you know, got some cash from what I had before in my bank account. And I'm not stressing because it's done. Like discipline in the time, it hurts. And boy, it fucking hurt. Like it was nice to see that money. And then it was like, bam, 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 gone, 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 gone. But it feels like a weight is lifted off my shoulders. So this is just your sign to just take your tax money and do what you know you need to do with it, even though it fucking sucks. Even though it sucks.
People are not thinking about savings. People are in surviving mode. You know, they are in surviving mode and they want to eat. They want to make sure their light is on. They want to make sure their rent, they have somewhere to stay. They want to make sure their families have somewhere to stay. You know, they want to make sure today is okay before they think about tomorrow. So once they get that money, they are not even thinking about, oh, let me just put it in my savings. No, they're not, because they're living paycheck to paycheck. They're so tired of, you know, so this is just a little bit of relief where they can pay their car notes, their insurance, their mortgage, their daycare for their kids, like so much things, extra little things, you know, lunch, school lunch, you know, pay on their school lunch, go on a little trip with their family. You know, this is like a little relief for them to just relieve some stress, relieve some kind of financial burden from them. So I don't blame them at all. You know, I don't blame that at all. I just kind of feel like, what's the point of like keeping the money, saving it, you know, in a saving while you don't have enough money for rent, or you don't have enough money for your health insurance, not health insurance, I mean your car insurance, you know what I mean? Like your car insurance, your phone bill, your rent, your food for your kids' school lunch. Like there's so much going on that no one is actually thinking about saving that tax money, you know, because putting their tax money into like a saving account, and no one, they just want to live, you know, like everyone just wants to survive. Everyone is in like survival mode, is activated, everyone is on urge, everyone is just, you know, we're just living a day at a time. Like we are taking it one day at a time, you know. So I get it. But let me know what you did with your tax refund. Like, did you spend it in your head before you actually got the money, or did you put it in your savings? Let me know what you think about this story down in the comment section below. Thank you for watching, and I will see you all in my next video.